year, making old men proud of you. Forget about the tears on the level. See me eye to eye. Stand up like a man, even from the other side. On the level.
Finish them.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Mograph Mocast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt.
We got a great headline show for you today. We are on all the things, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the stuff. So make sure to come check us out, especially on TikTok. If you could send us a little bit of a screen tappage, a little bit of copying. It looks like it's locked up on my thing, but I don't know. I'll go check and see. But hey, no, there it is. If you tap the screen a whole bunch, it helps get us to FYP. We're really trying to do that. So even if you're watching on YouTube right now, if you could go to the TikToks, and if you just copy the link, you don't have to share it with anyone. Just copy the link.
Give it a copy.
It gets us a share. Someday we'll get to the FYP with this. We're trying real hard. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, we got show clips and other gems we put out throughout the week. And TikTok is mograph.com, all spelled out. And the same thing applies on Instagram. And here on YouTube, we're just at Mograph. We're youtube.com/Mograph. You've also got Mograph TV. Don't forget to watch that Mograph TV, mograph.com/TV, or you could just go straight to our YouTube 24/7, turn it on, rip the knob off.
Or you could create your own profile
That's right.
at the new mograph.com website.
It's true.
And you can tell everyone to go to your Mograph page.
That's true. Your name.
Like, for example, if you'd like to check out mine, mattmilstead.mograph.com.
That's freaking sweet. Get your handle before it's too late and somebody takes
Yes.
And
Go and claim your handle.
Yeah. Claim your handle. And the reason we got such a great show for you is because we have wonderful sponsors such as our universal sponsor, Otoy. They really help us to be able to take the time and put out some great content and some extra videos and things. This will be coming up soon. We just kind of got that rolling a little bit. So be looking for that. And we got some other fun sponsor things planned throughout the rest of the year as well. They're a universal sponsor, and they're the makers of Octane Render, the Render Network. They're really great friends of ours. And with Octane Render, you make stuff in Otoy, in Octane Render, and then you take those beautiful renders and you render them quickly on the Render Network. Just go to otoy.com and thank them for helping make this show possible. They're a huge help. So
yeah, big supporter of ours, and we love them for it.
Yeah. Poll follow-up from last week. Last week we asked, do you think that Unreal will ever replace popular DCCs completely? And this is a pretty overwhelming one. This is 83% no and 17% yes.
I think the key word there is completely. Like,
Right.
I could see a world in which
course.
someone is working entirely in Unreal, like modeling and everything. I think it'll eventually get to that point, but completely, that's very black and white.
the two industries still feel like two separate things, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That was a good poll, though. We will have another poll here in a second, but first we're going to get headlines. NVIDIA hits 2 trillion. Now, what in the world? I tested all of this beforehand. I tested it all. Let's see if this fixes it. There we go. Stonks. Stonks. NVIDIA hits 2 trillion. 2 trillion cap. So
That's crazy.
yeah. So
I mean, I'm happy. I have a bunch of NVIDIA stock, so my stonks have been going up significantly.
Again with the guest speak. I tested all this ahead of time. Here we go. Somewhere in here. So one of these days
There
I'm
we
gonna get
go.
it right. Jeez. Sitting there all morning testing that. Camera 1, camera
We
2.
even got on early.
I know. It was all,
yesterday.
I stepped through the whole thing. I know why it did it. It's something technical.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed that was probably
Yeah.
the case.
It's something technical, yeah. So the shares finished above the mark for the first time ever by closing Friday over $800 a piece. Stock price rose 4% to about $822.79. The company's market value ending at about $2.06 trillion. Holy bananas. Now that's mostly driven by NVIDIA's AI stuff, right? Like this is all
Oh
AI.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and they're revolutionizing like multiple sectors, and that's part of it too. You've got healthcare, you've got automotive, you've got gaming, you've got data centers. Like all of this is driving that right now. Like automotive, you've got self-driving stuff. Gaming, you've got stuff like AI-driven graphics and characters. You know, that's one of the things that I think is really cool is that you'll be able to play games where all the NPCs are just like talking to you just like randomly. It'd be fun. It would be really fun, you know. And the graphics too, like they're using AI to up-res old games, and there's all sorts of stuff.
Did you see this thing? I should have put this in the notes or something. My brother sent this to me, and I thought I had saw it on Reddit. It's like an AI that will automatically build custom video games for you.
Custom video games? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Here, let me shoot you over. I'll shoot you over the link. But it's pretty cool. It's like Google will create a 2D platformer game or something that you want based off of like the input that you gave it. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I could see, like creating your own. It's so funny because last week I was like, no way, there's no way. Or like 2 weeks ago I was like, the gaming industry doesn't seem to be hurt by AI at all.
Yeah.
And then the very next day you see this article about
NVIDIA says, hold my beer.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
And even data centers, it can help with efficiency, processing abilities, energy management. The CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, not Huang, but Huang, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He also made this prediction about the future of AI, saying that AI could be on par with human intelligence within the next 5 years.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
seems reasonable to me. I don't think that's a surprise, but it's coming out of his mouth, so it means more.
Honestly, you could tell me that it is on par with human intelligence, and I would believe you at this point.
Yeah, it's getting to that certain mark, and it's AGI. That's the term I was looking for. I think last week or the week before when we were talking about Sora was AGI, artificial general intelligence, and that's when we're talking about like GPT-5 or the rumors that what's his name from OpenAI CEO is it Scott?
S.
No, Scott. No,
Steve.
What? Steve. Steve Apple.
Steve Apple.
Steve Apple. Yes, that guy is. There's all these rumors that like some of the craziness going on with him bouncing around. Sam Altman, that's right.
Yeah.
That it had to do possibly maybe with something about an AGI breakthrough. There's all these weird rumors and stuff, and I think AGI is where we're going to be able to have something like GPT-5 where You know the problem that you have when you go to AI right now and you ask it to do something and it doesn't do it, and then you're like, no, that's not right. I need you to do it
Yeah,
the right
and it
way.
just doesn't
And
understand itself. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter how hard you try and explain. And that's my biggest beef. I have a big beef with GPTs right now because what happens is when you program a GPT, you start to tell it how to do something. You're getting there. You're really getting your responses right. And then all of a sudden you say, oh, and I also want you to do this. And it completely forgets all the other stuff it did. So then you're showing it examples and you're starting over and you're like, no, I wanted it this way. You had it right. I just needed you put it in a chart when you're done or something. It's like, oh, I apologize. And then it's never as good as you had it. Here's the problem that I have. They charge you. They spend your GPT-4 credits on building those things. So I sat there trying to go through all of this stuff, training it, and I almost had it there, and then it screwed something up, and I was like, no, don't do that. Go back to how you had it. And it said, I'm sorry.
Control Z. There's no Control Z with AI.
Yeah. But the problem is then...
You're going to have to nuke the skies first.
Yeah. The problem is then it's like you're out of credits for the day. Come back in 24 hours. It's like, are you kidding me? And then I got to go back to GPT-3 like a poor person.
Oh my gosh.
You know, GPT-3 is awful. Okay.
See, that's just what I use. I don't pay for it. I just use
GPT-3.
I guess if that's the one that it comes with it, you know.
GPT-3 is terrible in comparison. It doesn't even remember what you were talking about earlier in the thread. Like it.
Yeah, it does. You get threads.
Barely.
You get different. I mean, I use it for updating my resume all the time. I'm just like, I'll throw a job description and I'll be like, okay, rewrite my resume for this job description. You know,
the problem I have is that you can't give it these subtle little things and have it just kind of remember. Like when I ran out of those credits last week, I was trying to design something for post show when I'm posting, right? Because I kind of do use AI to help me with post the show, but I have to kind of give it the new instructions every week, and I'm like, why don't I just tell have it make a GPT real quick? And so in getting through all of that, I ran out and I had to go back to the old way of doing it. So I went back and it's like, no, you don't have any left. You got to use GPT-3, and it was just so frustrating. I'm like,
interesting.
I'm like, I need you.
I'll have a different frame of mind if I ever actually pay for it, but
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I tried to use. So okay, I put in the transcripts of the show and I have it write me chapters, right? And yes, Byron, who is one of our resident AI experts here.
AI.
They just announced GPT-5 will have memory across different chats, which is good. That's part of it, right? AGI is when if you tell it, no, you didn't do this right, it will then keep that in mind, not just for what you're doing or across your other chats, but in general, right? Like it's fully, that is a learning moment that will stick overall. And when I went into when I go into GPT-4, I say, take this transcript of the show, okay? It's already divided into, from summarize.tech, it's already got all of the markers for every 5-minute increment. I said, take every 5-minute increment in the description and write me a chapter title. It's very simple. It says, 0-minute mark, start of show, 5 minutes, Matt and Dave screw up technically. And stuff like that. It writes the chapter name. It's really cool because then you paste that into your description of YouTube and people can click. You got your chapters. Everything's great. You got some Google foo. They like when you use their features like chapters. So I tried to do this with GPT-3 and it just couldn't figure it out. It couldn't. I'm like, no, I need you to do that. But then I need you to put, like, take the description, make a chapter title. And then it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, then it prints out, like, chapter descriptions for every 5 minutes. I'm like, no. Time dash chapter title. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Headline number 1, Dave, NVIDIA hits 2 trillion. And it's not a time. That's not a time. Like, anyway, it's things like that when you're going to be able to teach it. So, and it actually sticks. So the concept known as AGI implies computers might soon be able to perform tasks with a level of intellect comparable to that of humans, which lately isn't that difficult to achieve. Right.
ChatGPT is just as smart as my 4-year-old.
Right.
What human are you talking about?
Well, in a world where people are getting dumber and dumber, AGI is
Right.
going to have less trouble getting there, right?
Right.
So he made those remarks. He was at a New York Times Deal Book Summit talking about AI technology. He said that AI still has hurdles, particularly in complex multi-step reasoning, and that's basically what we were just talking about. It's a domain where human intelligence currently excels. And Sam Altman, I did see a quote from him that's pretty much on par with what we've been talking about, which is that literally he put this a different words, but we've been saying, like, if we can get past destroying ourselves, that AI could be very valuable and help us with science and cure cancer and all of the things if we can get past it.
agree.
And he said he said that too. Yeah. So
I want that Star Wars or the Star Trek. I don't want the Star Wars future. I want the Star Trek future, and I think AI could get us there. But
he said that NVIDIA's AI future involves the rise of customizable tools that can be utilized across different platforms. All of that stuff. Who knows where they are with their chips? Maybe they got something secret internal.
I don't know.
Maybe
I think they've got like just a huge market share. AMD's nowhere near what NVIDIA can offer and stuff, and you got more people using NVIDIA stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the big thing really is, like I said, there's the dangers and then there's the good parts, right? And especially, again, with Sora, there's a lot of dangers that can come with fake videos and the population that isn't smart enough to know the difference. So we got a poll for this week, which is, what is your biggest concern with AI reaching human level intelligence? Is it ethical implications of decision making by AI? Which could be shooting guns at enemies, stuff like that. Who knows? Job displacement, which we're all very well aware of that coming. Loss of privacy, which I feel like your information could easily get leaked somehow. That's another thing. They know everything about you. And then potential for gross misuse, which So somebody already voted beforehand.
That was me.
Nice. Oh, that was you.
No.
No. No. Oh, I've got to vote too.
I just voted. So if you refresh it, you'll see my vote.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got. People are voting now. If you want to vote, you can go to mograph.com/weekly poll, and you can vote there. Follow the QR code. This will be up as usual all week for podcast listeners. Disclaimer: AI did help me write this poll, so it helped me come up with the 4. I was like, tell me what are 4 of the, the biggest concerns. So maybe it's a ruse.
GPT-6 introduced memory loss to make it feel more human. That's hilarious.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's already doing that pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know. Again, that's going to be up all week. Mograph.com/weekly poll. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Next up, so this Thursday, for anyone in the Dallas area who's interested, or if you want to come to Dallas, the monthly UTD meetup is happening. We've got this amazing speaker, this week. It's me. I'm the speaker. So, it's going to be from 7 to 9 on the UTD campus, ATC 2.101, that room, Thursday, March 7th. So if you're interested, scan the QR code and get signed up, or hit me up on through email or something like that, and I'll send you the link. But yeah, super excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Really excited that for those who don't know or who missed the 400th episode, we just launched we officially launched the website into open beta, where you can go on and you can do a portfolio site. You can have an activity feed full of people that you follow. You can sell digital goods, and also you can create a meetup group. We're super excited that the Mograph UTD group has started. And so if you're local in the Dallas area, we've both got DFWC4D and this motion design meetup at UTD. So sign up for the website, mograph.com. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't really know what I'm going to go over yet, but I'm going to be talking about, my my past and stuff, and then maybe break down a project or two. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Gonna be talking about my dark past.
My dark past.
Yeah. Another one.
So,
Yeah, and on those lines too, with the website, they have the UT Dallas has their own group on Mograph.com. I don't know if they actually put the event in there. I'm hoping they actually put the event.
I don't know
into
if they
the
did or
thing. But yeah, make sure you check that out because you can get all the information there. As well. So
man, it's awesome. We've already got 11 groups on the website across the world, so it's really, really cool. We got the Chicago Motion Artists Group, XR Motion, Mothers of Mograph is on there. The Mograph Mondays Detroit. We got Camp Mograph, DFWC40, a whole bunch of awesome groups. It's really, really cool. And when you go to the groups page, it's really cool because you see a map of where all these groups are. So it's really cool seeing it populating across the world.
Yeah,
it's really,
I'll
really neat.
actually, can I bring that up right here? 2-box screen. Let's hope it works.
Just go to
this time.
mograph.com/groups.
There
you go.
There we go. Yeah, this is
super
really cool.
cool.
Make sure you get your logos set in there, so it looks all nice and everything. But yeah, check that out. You got your dots on the map and things, and you can scroll around. Like Chicago, for example. I think there's like 2 in Chicago. Is that right, or am I wrong?
No, I think there's just one. Just
There's
the one so far.
Wrong. One.
Yeah.
I think.
JC created
there
that
were
group.
like a couple that were near each other, I thought, but yeah, it's cool because you can see this whole map. I think we got to work on the offline thing. I don't know if that's working.
Yeah. Like I
But,
said, it's
again,
an
we're
open
in
beta.
Yeah, we're in
So
beta.
there's things that we're gonna update. We're super excited about the team that we've got on board with us, and we've got a whole bunch of really cool stuff planned, for artists and stuff like that. It's gonna be great. Yeah, Jen, I already told EJ, I was like, dude, the site's up. You need to get your
seriously.
Colorado motion group. He's like, oh, okay, I'll do that, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah,
He's too busy
mowing his lawn.
printing off his pugs.
No, he's mowing his lawn.
Yeah.
He did get a 3D printer though. We'll talk about that in a second.
He did, yeah.
So, also, let's talk about the death match. Hopefully, this graphic is working now. Yeah, there we go.
It is.
Now
Yeah, there
that
you
video's
go.
working. The digital artist, the digital artist death match is going to be May 4th, South
May the 4th be
Carolina.
with you.
You're invited. You are going to get right in if you go through our link on our Slack. You will get an RSVP. And I also want to talk to everybody who wants to compete. If you want to compete, make sure you let us know. I'm getting this list together. This is kind of like we're just choosing. So just let us know if you want to compete. I'm pretty sure so far there's room for anyone who wants to come. We'll have more details on the contest later. I will tell you that it is a 10-minute challenge. It's a 10-minute render challenge.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's been broken down or anything yet, but basically what the competition is it is a bracketed, I believe, winner take all. We do multiple brackets and then you move on to the next one. Where you're competing against 7 other people in order to create a 10-minute render. You have 10 minutes. It is like super fast. And so we will, hopefully, I'm pretty sure we'll be providing some like textures and some models and stuff. But you'll have a theme and we'll say go. And then we pick the top person. We'll have, I believe, I'm not sure if we'll have everyone be able to vote yet. I think we're still working out the voting details, but we will have a panel of judges as well who helps choose the winner of that particular round. And then it slowly gets bracketed down to the master winners at the end. It's going to be a lot of fun. We did the like the tech. It's almost like a tech rehearsal or something where we just wanted to try it, And so when we did, that's where we got all the footage for the promo. It was more fun than I've had doing Mograph in a really long time. Honestly.
It gets rowdy. And our run through, we had quite a few people there, but just imagine like hundreds of people around it. You know. And there's, you can come and watch. Like, don't think that like you can't register because I don't want to compete. No, come watch it. If you do not want to compete, if you're not into that, please come. You are almost guaranteed to get the RSVP if you go through our Slack and come to this
Yeah.
event. Like, come on, let's do this. It's going to
Yeah.
be so much fun. I really think
It's going to
that
be a lot of fun.
this can be the start of a new, tradition. Like something we do every
I would
year.
love for it to be a yearly thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Byron asks if there's a special category for one-armed contestants.
Yes.
Yes, the southpaw. We'll call it the southpaw category. Gotta switch. That would be fun.
Every time
you've got to use
every time
your
you talk
opposite
about your
hand.
broken arm, I
Yeah.
can't help but think of the scene from
It's technically a shoulder.
That thing you do where they're trying to find a new drummer and they go, "What happened to the other drummer?" He goes, "Asshole broke his arm."
You get the drum set like Def Leppard.
Yeah, right.
I actually know the guy who designed that.
Your
It's like
right
a whole
click,
MIDI thing.
Your right click on your left hand or something, or your left
Yeah.
foot or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you've
funny.
got to do a render with your big toe.
Yeah.
Just click. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Dude, I saw a video game competition on TikTok the other day where people were doing like these crazy Smash Brothers melee combos and stuff, and one dude was controlling a second person with his foot in order to help him do the crazy combo. It was really neat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Poll reminder. Remember to hit that poll. Mograph.com/weekly poll. We're going to check on that here in a little bit. But real quick, we're going to hear a word from one of our podcasts on our network.
Hi, my name is Sashia Dumont. I'm a writer, actor, and filmmaker.
Hi, my name is Paul Robinson. I'm a director, DP, and filmmaker. We are the creators and hosts of the Go Gorilla Filmcast, an online source for all things indie film.
We are a husband and wife film team and co-owners of Send 3 Productions, and we started this podcast for filmmakers like ourselves who were producing on micro budgets with skeleton crews.
Go Gorilla is a weekly podcast that features various talents in TV, film, and web series productions.
We've interviewed filmmaker powerhouses like Kestrom Pantera,
Richard Raymond,
Alex Ferrari,
Cassandra Ebner,
and Ryan Connolly. Amazing actors like Hannah Ward,
Lou Taylor Pucci,
Chris Wataski,
and Eileen Gruba,
groundbreaking cinematographers like Jody Lee Lipes.
and Jessica Lee Gagné, and many more.
We also offer weekly reviews of our favorite films and shows, which vary from low-budget first-time filmmakers to A-listers and everyone in between. Go Gorilla is proud to announce that we have officially joined the Mograph Podcast Network.
So if you love filmmaking as much as we do,
Tune in every Sunday for a new episode of the Go Gorilla Filmcast, your source for all things indie film. Now available on the Mograph Podcast Network.
Film.
The competition is 2 months from today.
Yes.
So make sure you're practicing. Byron said, count me in. Your shoulder's going to be fine by then. You got 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
2
Sure.
months. I think
Yeah.
you'll be okay. I think you'll be all right. If anything, it'll make you stronger because you'll be trying to practice as is, and then maybe
Yeah.
I don't know if you got a cast on or anything, Byron, or if it's a sling or
Yeah.
whatever, but then you get it off. It's like wearing ankle weights to run,
Mm-hmm.
and then you take them off.
Yeah.
And I've been
You're
doing.
going to overcompensate
yeah.
on your mouse movements.
I've been doing that lately. Actually, I've been wearing ankle weights to run. It's a humbling experience.
I'm sure.
Yeah. 1
That's
pound
funny.
on each ankle. I might go to 2 pounds. Let's talk about.
You could just eat a whole bunch before and then be
Oh.
have at least a couple
Yeah.
pounds in you worth of
Oh.
food.
Eat a giant meal
Just
and go
carb
running.
up, right?
Yeah,
Get some fettuccine
that's how you do it,
Alfredo.
right? You eat the fettuccine right before you run. Yeah. We got an artist spotlight today.
Yeah, super excited. Scott Unruh is our artist spotlight, the Mograph artist spotlight.
Unruh,
He's going to be
Unruh.
doing a 3D printing video with from Axon here coming up. When is that, Dave? Sorry,
That's
March 18th.
Mm-hmm.
March 18th. So here in a couple weeks at 11 a.m. Central Time. It's on the Maxon Training Team channel. In this series, digital modeler and painter Scott Unruh will be demonstrating his techniques in how to break apart your 3D model in ZBrush, which I think is really cool, to be manufactured in resin 3D printing, optimizing the model for ease of painting, and techniques to bring your model into Substance Painter and into Cinema 4D for further animation in order to help bring your renders into the real world. Super excited about it. It's For those who are into 3D printing, like he did a 3D printing workshop at camp this year, and it was really, really cool. And I think EJ got his 3D printer specifically because he's seen all the cool stuff that Scott's been creating. But man, I had no idea how talented Scott was in ZBrush. Like his sculpts are really freaking good.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's been joining Jags's weekly Tuesday evening ZBrush club. Everybody gets on Jags's Discord and just does some ZBrush for a while. So
that's cool.
Check that out if you're interested in that. And yeah, he's been doing a lot. I think that Maxon, their demystifying post production, is doing a lot of ZBrush stuff right now. So this is part of that
that's
series.
Cool. I really like the ZBrush team over at Maxon. I think they're doing great stuff.
Yeah. And I mean they've really got some great stuff going on. Even like Patrick 4D and a bunch of other people. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you you ding the bell or whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Scott actually sent us a video. Check this out.
What's up, Mograph friends? My name is Scott Unruh. I'm a motion designer, character artist, ZBrush sculptor, and texture painter. Please join me on the Maxon ZBrush live stream, Monday, March 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to break down how I created my mushroom bot. He's my Toad from Super Mario Mega Man mashup. Follow along as I go from concept art into Cinema 4D, into ZBrush, and make this, and this, then this. And when it's all said and done, we're going to end up with this, and eventually this. Once again, that's the Maxon ZBrush live stream, Monday, March 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. See you there.
Looks really
So
cool.
very professional.
That looks really cool. Yeah, I asked him to record something for us last night so we could
that was really nice.
So we could see. That's going to be so fun. Like the painting part of it. That's got to be calming to sit there.
I
doing
think
the
so.
painting,
You know, I did
calming
some 3D
or frustrating. I don't know.
It is amazing, you know, if you've done, you know, when you've done like enough 3D like texture creation and stuff like that, especially working in a 3D environment, like you understand a bit better how to paint in 3D. You know, I did a model of Majora's Mask from The Legend of Zelda's Majora's Mask, you know, for my brother for Christmas a few years ago, and it took me like 120 hours to put the whole thing together. It was ridiculous how much time.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, you know, gluing everything to get together because it was all in pieces. But then I got to paint it, and painting it was a lot of fun. You know, like going in and doing like some dark stuff and then wiping it off so that you get like those dirt maps and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. And yes, it is super calming.
Yeah. Unless you get
Just find
frustrated
your
with it
zen.
and something gets messed up.
It keeps on falling apart.
it's the
Man, the
opposite.
number of those little horns that kept falling off, and then I'd have to
Ooh.
glue it back on. It was awful.
Oh, that sucks. Hey, so we were talking about transparent displays not too long ago, and I was talking about, you know, what's the practical use for these, and I've found what I think is a practical use. This is, and we're not quite to the stage in our technology where we can have like the holographic type Blade Runner things in our cities with like, you know, half naked holograms and things, you know, just like Blade Runner, but these transparent screens in front of store windows is a really great practical use for this. I think it's really cool.
I agree.
Yeah, and
I think
so,
it'd be cool, like, especially something like that where you've got like window shopping or something at a mall, if people go to malls anymore, and you get to see that stuff. And like, say you've got the mannequin or like different models or something like that, and like you get to actually highlight the physical stuff inside,
right,
you know, on the outside in order to drive people. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. You know, you have like like you said, like a mannequin and a bunch of products or something in the window, and the graphics are going around it. And you know, imagine this too, something like, I don't know, New York City. I think we're going to see a lot of this. I really think this is going to be something we see for quite a long while before holograms come. You know, I think it's going to be a while before that happens. This is going to happen first, but I think it's great. I think there's also a lot of opportunities for designers to be able to do stuff like this, you know? So if you're looking for work, maybe try and push towards something like that. See if you can get in contact with people doing this and say, hey, I really want to get involved. Do some mock-ups, you know? You gotta make yourself stand out, right? Just
I wonder how, like, how much contrast there is in these screens, because it would be really cool, like the perspective type stuff that you can do or whatever, to where if you're standing in a specific spot, it makes it look like something's like going off in a distance, or it's like actually built into the scene and stuff.
Well, kind of like the original matte paintings that were done on glass, right? Like, and they would
Yeah.
shoot through 'em. If you could have some sort of half physical thing, and when you walk just the right way, it all lines up. That would be really fun. Be interesting to see what people are gonna do with it. You got some Camp Mograph updates as well, huh?
Yes. Oh, y'all have no idea. So, so we have officially secured all of our workshop instructors and all of our fireside chat speakers. Those will be announced here in the next coming weeks for Camp Chicago, or Camp US in Chicago. I cannot tell y'all how incredibly excited I am about it. It's going to be so much fun, and I think this is going to be our best Camp Mograph ever. We're also doing a lot of really, really fun stuff, and it's just going to be so fun. Let's see. So yeah, do want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors. We are super excited to have Otoy on board again as our global sponsor for Camp Mograph. So Otoy presents Camp Mograph 2024.
Yep.
Super excited to have them on board. Let's see. Do we have any official sponsors that are like have given us the go ahead yet? Or I think
I don't
we've
know.
got some. We got some in the works right
that
now.
Are almost there.
And then also for Camp Mograph Australia, tickets are still available. Now, those tickets only are on sale until the end of April. So you've only got maybe 60 days left or less than 60 days left to pick up your tickets, because we've got to start like pushing out, getting our flights booked and getting all the, the supplies pushed and all the t-shirts and everything. So we've got to have everyone all of our tickets by then. So you've only got a short amount of time. If you're in the Australia area or something like that, make sure and let everyone know if you're planning on coming to camp and you've got friends who are planning on coming, they're just waiting. Don't wait. Because we're going to have to close off ticket sales at the end of April. So hurry up and pick up your tickets. You can get those. Check that out at campmograph.com. .au. Yes. And then also we want to thank Otoy as well for sponsoring, being one of our village sponsors at Camp Mograph Australia. Really excited to have them on board. They are a huge supporter of us and we love everything that they do. So thank you. Make sure if you're coming to camp or planning to, make sure and thank Otoy, because they help bring the price of tickets down. With the price of everything going up, this year, we were able to, keep the price pretty low because of it.
Right.
So
time's running out on that. And also, there's a show. It's on Adobe on their YouTube channel. It's kind of a news show, kind of like what we do. File News Show with Ryan Selvey, and he did a little blurb about it the other day, and he wants to come. We should talk to him and see, get that worked out. Maybe even
we should.
through Adobe or something. That would be cool. Actually, here, check out the clip.
In happier news, Camp Mograph, a 4-day retreat for animators and motion designers to hang out, take workshops, and gather by the campfire, announced Wednesday that they secured a location for the United States version. The popular version of Motion Graphics Camp for adults already has another week planned for Australia later this year, and there's more details about the America version, but I was really nervous because I really want to go. I've never been. I saw that they announced an Australia version, and I thought they were only going to do Australia this year. But this Wednesday, all they said is that they had secured a location for the American version and that there's more details to come. So make sure you guys check it out.
Let's check out the poll follow-up here. Wow.
Yeah. I feel like that potential for gross misuse could almost like cover all of it,
Yeah. I can see that. But it sounds about right. But you got all week, mograph.com/weekly poll. Let's see what everybody thinks. If you got some news, if you got some announcements, if you got stuff and things, hit us up. Let us know. We can feature it on the show. Anything having to do with the industry, if you want us to talk about something, you are the producer. Just send us an email, info@mograph.com. I also wanted to mention about the Slack, the Slack channel. We are accepting just about everyone, really. So if you have not heard from us, it's an accident. We generally answer very fast. We had some email problems, and I know some people kind of hit us back up again. No, we don't gatekeep who gets to come in. Honestly, we just accept everyone. We just don't want to have like a general link out there because then you get the spammers and all the other kind of stuff. So, yeah. So you can do that.
And number one rule for everyone: if you come into the Slack,
don't be a jerk.
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a real quick way to get the ban hammer. So
the ban hammer. Wow, short show today, by the way.
Very short.
Yeah, we've already gotten through it. Short and sweet. Kind of a slow news week, I think. We'll see what comes up. And that's why I say make sure that you send us stuff that you want to hear about. We're also going to have some guests and things again soon, working out some of that. I would love to get Ducky 3D on. If we can work out the schedule at some point, that would be really fun. Talk about some Blender things. He's got a new course out. And, of course, we're going to bring on some of the old classic peoples and have some discussions and things too. So let us know what you want to hear. info@mograph.com. Make sure you check us out on all the socials and things. Make sure that you what's the other thing? Mograph TV.
Sign up for mograph.com.
And sign up for mograph.com as well. Yeah. That was quick, man. We got to get back to it, though. It's a busy week. We're working on these promos and all the things. And
I just want to say we're about to hit 300 people, 300 users on mograph.com.
300.
Sign up. I would love to hit that number today. I would love to hit that number today, or at least this week. But please sign up if you don't have if you haven't been on and signed up for an account yet. Please do. Yeah. We'd love to have you there.
Don't be too hard on us. It's a beta. We're working out the bugs, but we need your help.
Yeah.
We need your help for that.
Yeah.
So
my favorite, though, right now, there's so few people that when I go onto my activity feed and I say, hey, what's everyone working on? And then I get nothing. We're like, hey, good morning, everyone. I'm on it quite often. I check it all the time, and I'm always looking at new followers. Or new members. If you sign up, I will immediately follow you.
Awesome. I will attempt, maybe. I might. I can't guarantee I'm going to follow everybody. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it. That wraps it up. We're going to get out of here. Till next time, I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt.
Have a good one.
Later, yo.
It's pretty good, I guess. Introducing Mograph TV from Mograph.com, a free motion graphics and animation channel streaming your favorite content and favorite artists 24/7. Mograph TV features motion graphics tutorials, talks, tips, inspiration, and replays of popular live shows. We offer something for all levels of designer, from introductory tutorials to high-level breakdowns and everything in between.
That track looks great to me.
Mograph TV features software like Cinema 4D, After Effects, Unreal Engine,
What up?
third-party plugins, and other 2D and 3D software. We also feature live motion events, short-form clips, crypto art, and even a little photo and video editing. Learn from the people that inspire you most, and stay up to date on all the latest industry news, announcements, and community events. You'll also see exclusive offers only available by watching. With 3 8-hour blocks each day, you'll be sure to catch everything, no matter what your time zone. Keep it on as a companion to your workday and learn something new. Meet a friend, watch a demo, catch a classic tutorial, or even find new inspiration.
That's a British word?
A lot of things are British words.
Yes, good luck with all your projects.
Mograph TV, television for the design community, 24/7.